Hey, it's your old pal Dantry, and you know what? I've been getting asked to do a video like this for the longest time now, and seeing as I have a lot of subscribers and fans who are either proud geeks or gamers or what have you, I figured, what the hell, I'll do it. But you see, I catch a lot of shit for videos like this, so to all the haters in advance, I would like to say, I'm just a collector. I do fucking go outside, dumbasses. But keep in mind, my collection is ever growing, so this is just the current bunch of crap. But there's a lot to cover. Let's get started. Alright, right here is Pong, the Atari one, Super Pong, and Telegame Super Pong. Neither of the Super Pongs work for shit, though. Back here, if I could get it out, this is the attachment for a ColecoVision that allows you to play 2600 games. That comes in handy, I guess. Over here is the Power Player, if you remember me reviewing that. Here's a couple extra 5200 controllers, and an entire bucket of extra 2600 controllers, because I have so fucking many of them. The Magnavox Odyssey 2, the Intellivision in awesome condition, the ColecoVision, which works perfectly. A lot of these don't work, I hear. Over there, on Dragon Ball History of Trunks, I don't know what that's doing there, but that is, of course, the U-Force. This is a Activision plug-and-play. Here's the TurboGrafx 16. There's the Generation 1 Genesis, which doesn't fucking work. Here's, let's see, that's one Game Genie. There's the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance. This, of course, is the Super Scope, which, again, this works fine. And in there, that is the Game Gear, the Game Genie for the Game Gear, my Guitar Hero controller, which I custom painted. Anything else in there? No. When we come to over here, here's the Odyssey 2 box. There's DBZ Namek Saga in there. The Power Glove box, and instruction book. The Dreamcast. Back there we got the Super Scope box and the Telegame Super Pong box. Here's the Sega Master System, the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo 64, the NES, with a little Mario figure here, Spinal Tap. I got the Slim PS2 with a wireless controller. Here's the Wii, a little Yoshi thing. Right here is my Generation 2 Genesis, which works great on top of my Xbox. And right here we got Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls, Final Fantasy 4 Advance, 5 Advance, and 6 Advance. Here's the 360 with the wood thing. A Halo 3 old Mountain Dew bottle, which I'm keeping in here. Here's Halo 1 and 2. I actually have Halo 3 Collector's Edition, but Nerdicus borrowed it and has yet to give it back. This drawer, again, Nerdicus was here before and he made a fucking mess of this drawer, but this is where I keep all the handheld shit. There's the PSP, which, by the way, is in, like, mint condition, because I bought it 3 years ago, played it once, and never played it again, so it's a good waste of money. Generation 1 DS, my SP with the kitty and the handles and whatever. Shit, you know, a bunch of, advanced games in there. Here, a bunch of Game Boy games. My one Game Gear game, Sonic Chaos. And, you know, for Game Boy, there's Donkey Kong, and Mario Land, and, you know, Pokemon, Tetris, what have you. A couple Game Boy Color games, Pokemon Crystal and Mario Brothers Deluxe. Come up here, this is my Sega Saturn. Sitting here on top of a shitload of DVDs, Matrixes, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, both Transformer movies. Let's see, what is Aqua Teen Season 3, Jackass 2, Tenacious D, Army of Darkness, Dude Since 300, you know, a lot of good shit. Mario Ball, a Can of Monster, I don't know why I have that there. This is my Generation 4 Atari 2600. Which, when I got it, it was wrapped in plastic, actually, so it is in excellent condition. Sega Master System box, U-Force box, a bunch of boxes up there. A Super Star Wars box. There's, of course, my GameCube, which I don't use, so it's hanging on the wall. Also, my PlayStation, also hanging on the wall. And up here, next to the bomb arm, you'll notice all this shit around the TV. This black thing are sensors for the Power Glove. This is, of course, the Wii sensor. This is the sensor for the Super Scope. And here's ET for 2600 holding all this shit up. Now, in this cabinet right here is where I have a lot of other shit. Most of this is extra controllers, you know, for multiplayer. You know, got an Advantage, Power Glove, Zapper, Phaser. That plastic thing in the back is actually the thing for Mario Paint. The mouse is in here somewhere too. And this thing back here, you can barely see it, is actually a Super Game Boy. But like I said, this is mostly just extra controllers. Here's a Mortal Kombat plug and play under there. All that. Now keep in mind, all the shit right here is actually all hooked up and ready to go. Down here, you'll see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 power strips. What a fire hazard. Hooking all this shit together. And this one's actually a double strip. So, yeah, that's a fucking mess down there. The NES, the Super Nintendo, the Sega Master System, and the Sega Dreamcast are all going in that 4-way selector there, which is coming out right here. And the Xbox, Wii, N64, PS2, and 360 are going into this 5-way switch box, which is hooked in. And all the other shit has those cable override boxes, and there's a bunch of them back there, all hooked up, and there's more down there. I think there's like 4 down there and 4 there. I haven't counted. Alright, now over here, this is what I like to call the Atari TV. This is my Star Raiders touchpad, which I never fucking use. My Generation 1 2600, which works perfect. That's a Gen 2 and a Gen 3. They work fine, despite the fact that they're just sitting there. They're just kind of, for the sake of having them, I have them sitting there. Under here, we got the 5200. The first 5200 with the 2 ports instead of 4. Which this thing, it barely fucking works. There's 7800. They're all going into a power strip back there, and they got their boxes and whatever going into the Atari TV here. Now we go into this box under this table here. This is a Game Boy player sitting in here. I forget what all this shit is. This is a Game Boy camera, if you're familiar with that. What the fuck else is in here? Digital press. Another Sega Master System controller that I guess I never took out of the fucking pack. Here's a system selector, but it's a 4-way and it's so fucking bulky I don't even use it. And that's that.